Okay, here we go. We got our 74 crew cab up on the lift. Now this is the one we've been putting the SuperDuty floor and everything in. So I pretty much worked out all the body work on it. Well, just roughed in the rockers. It was all super rusty. You can see you got the floor, firewall, and the heater box and all that in it. So I was gonna be putting a flat deck on this truck, so I left the mounts back here instead of messing with it because mine was a crew cab long bed. So the flat deck, I'll have to make a thing pop out so I can still get the cab off. But anyways, so I had it on a rolling like driving frame so I could drive it in out of the shop, but I just don't have the space for it and I would always end up kicking it out. So what we got going here is our mini frame. I took another crew cab and just chopped the back off of it. Got the fuel lines in there, so I'll rig up a fuel tank. Frame harness is all in. Fuel pump, everything's all connected in here. And then the idea is I can set the cab down onto this frame and hook the engine up, get all the wiring, like pretty much build the whole truck to make it to run wired and get the dash, everything done, charge pipes. And then once that's all done, get the roller frame that's outside for this done and swap it all back over. So anyways, I'm gonna roll this underneath the truck now and get her set down. Okay, well, I just had it all down and realized I forgot to put my downpipe on. So instead of doing that later, I'll get this one here. This one's kind of a piece of junk, but good enough for mock-up work. There we go. Just got to find a clamp that guy on, and we'll get back to putting her back down. Okay, she's all dropped down, sitting where it needs to be. I got a steering box on this frame as well. I'll hook the steering up and get all the steering lines, power steering lines and everything ran. Gonna take the batteries out, I think, we'll relocate the batteries to the back, just get a little extra room in here and be able to tidy up some stuff. We'll be able to use the factory rad and fan and everything there, so that'll be tidy and easy. The main thing was this, I just started with such a rough truck. It was just super rusty, so I gotta finish the cage work inside and figure out what to do with the roof. We'll be skinning the roof here. But anyways, this is what she looks like for now. Heater box and a mount for this hood hinge I had to build. This is for the fresh air supply, so it can suck air through here. And then I had to notch it out. If I can tidy that up a little bit better there for the hood hinge. I clear around that heater box to keep the factory box in, and then here what I did was I just notched out this section of the hood here, narrowed it in, still was able to keep the rubber, and then widened out the hinge. I'll tidy that up maybe another day, and that gives clearance for the hood hinge to go in here because I had to move it inboard. I had to outboard it to clear the heater box, so the whole hinge is moved that way by about an inch, as you can see there. It's not super pretty, but whatever. Got a little patch left there to weld in, and then pretty much just tidy up work. And if I can get rid of this battery, build an air intake here a little bit nicer, and then I can make a nicer mount for the computer and the ABS modules. So yeah, that, and then in here we're just gonna build a custom dash because I don't want to put the SuperDuty dash in it. I don't mind the wheel. I might look for an adapter or something that I can change the wheel to a different style wheel, but I just don't want the interior to look like a SuperDuty. So we'll build something kind of retro looking for that. And yeah, there she is for now. Okay, so here we are at the back of the truck on the stub frame. We got these two fuel lines here. So we got the returns, the skinny one, and then the pressure. And this is just a That's just the tank vent. So my plan to make something that I can run this is I'm gonna take one of these and I'm gonna cut a little circle out of here around these guys here and make it the same size as a jerry can cap, and then screw that in, because the only one I need is that big guy there, and he just pops off. And then that's the one with that little orange thing on it. That's just the return, so I can cut him off at the top. It don't matter where that's spraying in, as long as we got a pickup. So I'm gonna go cut this down and see how she looks. Okay, so here we go. The idea, now that's the O-ring off of there. So the idea is gonna be to cut a circle out of this, the same size as the diameter of that. And then I can put this rubber grommet on there, screw it into the fuel tank. Now I have a sealed unit with that gas can, and then I can vent it with the little screw knob. So I'm gonna trace out the Jiffy and zip cut, and we will see if it's good. Let's find out now. Perfect. I nicked it with the zip cut. Had to put a little piece of rubber on there. As you can see, the gasket there off the filler neck onto that. So now we will go over to our jerry can. I gave it a little bend, so when it goes in there, it'll go to the bottom. Okay. One sec, I put the phone down for a sec. Ta-da! Perfect. Okay. So we'll take our gas can here, our diesel can. Okay, this here is just chassis wiring for the taillights, and I can figure all that out in the shop as well. I don't even know, did I just get that off camera? Probably, not paying attention here. Okay, now we can connect up our fuel lines like that. Oh, come on now. There we go. Fuel lines on. Breather there. So now we got fuel system. Okay, we're gonna throw a battery on this puppy, and she should spark off. Let's find out. I don't have any coolant in it yet, but that ain't gonna matter for starting it up. Okay, give me 1 sec. We got a battery in and we'll get this a go. Okay, battery's hooked up. See if we can prime the fuel system here a couple times. Oops, get over there. See if the fuel pump primes. Now I know it's, oh, I can hear it. It's drawing, I don't hear it returning yet. Let's do another one. Because I had all the lines and everything drained. Fuel bowl. The fuel bowl on the engine, the filter on the rail. I think I can hear it now. Okay, I'll call Austin in. Fingers crossed. Okay, we got a new battery in there. Let's try it again. Right? That'll work. Now I can do modifications and tidy things up and test run it and all that. Perfect. That actually works pretty slick, the little fuel thing. Take that as a win. Okay, till next time.